And here we are.
Hey.
So, welcome back, Matt. It's a beautiful Monday, and we got a lot of stuff to cover from over the weekend.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
All right, let's start off with, first of all, you remember us talking about Elon Musk?
Which time? Sure.
The last time we talked about it, after he took over and we said he had planned on firing a bunch of people.
Yeah, he did. Or
he fired 3,700 people.
Yeah.
3,700 the weekend he took over. The week he took
I hear the founder of Twitter wasn't very happy about selling. He felt he had remorse.
Well, it gets worse because advertisers are pulling off of Twitter. And Elon Musk is blaming the liberal left.
Whatever, he just nosedived a $44 billion company. Because that's what he paid
I'm pretty
for.
Sure he did. I'm pretty sure he tanked it.
And he's going to nosedive it. No one's going to. People are going to. Goodbye, Twitter. I'm glad I never really used it. No, I don't think I've ever sent a tweet.
He now is actually selling blue checks.
Yeah, I heard. Is he going with the $8.99 or something like that?
Oh no, he's still going with the $8.99 for those who have it, but he's also selling blue checks to anyone who wants one.
I don't give a shit, you know. It doesn't
They're
matter.
supposed to be for verified users to show people that this is the actual person you're talking to.
Yeah, did you hear it? Are you the one that told me? Maybe, I don't know, but I guess Stephen King wasn't very impressed about the blue tick, and he said, "Fuck that, you can keep it."
So did AOC.
Good. Yeah, what do I need that for? Whatever, you know. You can have multiple of the same people? I doubt it.
That's why, somebody could put their name as, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Somebody else could put it the same way, but you take out one letter,
right,
and get a blue check, and everybody say, "Oh, it's her."
Then they didn't really verify them, did they?
They don't. They just want the money.
Right. So that blue tick means nothing.
Right.
Because I suppose I could use your name.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I could tell everybody I am Chef Matt.
Chef, yeah, okay. Maybe one day.
And then put out a bunch of shitty recipes and ruin your entire reputation.
Oh.
I'm just saying, it just...
Yeah, I know. It's that ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And everyone said, he wouldn't be that stupid. No, he's that stupid. He laid off 3,700 people, including cybersecurity.
Right, because he had some pettiness. Maybe things weren't run as efficiently as he liked or something like that. Or because they wouldn't charge people. Maybe that's what it was. I think that is what it was, wasn't it? That they didn't want to, or they were against the fee for the blue tick. Because he wanted to try and recover some money from his investment.
First of all, it wasn't all 3,700 that were against the blue check.
No, but some people were.
He hit a lot of heavy departments. The Civil Rights Department that watched out for, like violations against people's civil rights on Twitter, got rid of the whole department.
Wow. That's
and yeah, it's going to turn into a nightmare for somebody. And I'm pretty sure the guy's name is Elon Musk. He's good. That's why he didn't want to buy the business, because he knew it was. He didn't know, he was in over his head.
Yeah, but he could have just let it run itself.
He tried to not buy it.
Yeah, I know. But even though he wound up buying it, he should have just let it run itself and just let it go. They didn't need him to run the business.
But he had made promises to so many people before he bought it that when I buy
lied
it, this
before
is going to happen.
Like he's never lied before. Like he's never broken promises.
Oh, I remember what it is. He doesn't have the money for it.
The money for what?
For Twitter. He leveraged himself against several banks to buy Twitter.
He just made himself broke. What was he thinking? So much for Mars, huh?
Yeah. I'm surprised he can make it across the street after this thing tanks.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, because he's going to make it worthless. No one's going to want it. Wow.
And so even if he sells it, he's not going to get anywhere near what he paid for it.
Oh, yeah, but there were billions of users, man. You know, I mean, Twitter is everywhere. You know, businesses advertise with it.
Well, like I said, a lot of they're losing advertisers now, and he's blaming the left. He's blaming what did he sell? The liberals.
Yeah, I don't pay much attention. That's about the one thing my buddy and I disagreed on is Elon.
What I don't understand is
couldn't do any wrong. You know,
I don't understand is he's supposed to be a billionaire. Why did he need to leverage with banks?
Because he didn't want to spend his. Maybe he didn't want to liquidate anything. Maybe he didn't want to spend his assets. I guess, but still, it doesn't. You're right. It doesn't make sense why he would do that for basically an NFT. You know, I mean, Twitter can evaporate quickly.
Right.
You know, it's only as popular as people want it to be. You know,
correct.
But when he started fucking with it, charging the customers money for a free place, yeah, people are gonna walk away from it.
Well, you know? Yeah. And the thing is, without the advertisers, he's gonna have to start charging people.
Yeah, you have to.
And who's gonna pay for Twitter?
I certainly not. You know. And I thought he fucking hated Trump.
No, from what I understand, he's a right winger.
So then why didn't he give him his stuff back?
I don't know if that's something that had to be honored from the last regime that was in Twitter or not. I don't know if that's like something.
He owns the company now. Fuck the regime.
Yeah, but if there's a deal contingent on the purchase that says even if you purchase it, you can't go back on these. He can't go back on those.
Oh, I suppose if he put it in with the purchase, but why would he do that? It makes no sense.
He may not have had a choice. It may have been that decision of the original owners.
Right, but because he was in the deal to buy it. Why would he have gone in when they put strings on him of how he could even distribute his product? I don't know. That doesn't make any sense either.
There's always strings attached.
Yeah,
on both sides.
I guess, but still. Nah, if I buy something, I want 100% control, or I ain't gonna buy it. Period.
I've seen takeovers where they've said, "Hey, you have to keep these key people. You can't let them go. You can't come in and just like."
That's different.
That's a string because then
it's
you
a
don't
string,
have that
of
control.
course, but it's a different string
because you don't have that control now.
That
you
is
can't
true.
say, "Hey, this is from the old regime. They're against me. I want to get rid of them," because it was part of the deal.
Right. There's still ways around that. You just make somebody's life miserable and they don't want to even be there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see how Twitter is worth that kind of money anyway. You know, I mean, I could see millions maybe, but not billions. You know, just seems.
Well, I know that he paid
$44 billion.
Quite handsomely for the stocks of those who had stock in it. I think it was $58 a share.
I don't know. I've never seen it on the stock market.
Let me see what Twitter is selling for now.
Twitter value.
Twitter stock.
$10 a share.
No, it's actually. Hold on. When did he buy it?
Not that long ago.
Okay, before he bought it, it was $144 a share. It's now down to 133.
Oh, it's not terrible. Guess if you have millions of shares, that's terrible, but
Revenue is 5.1 billion.
I doubt that's going to keep.
And it says the number of employees is 7,500, but he just knocked that down to 3,000.
That's nuts. That is nuts. You can't run a bill. You can't. You just can't do it. He should have known better. He definitely should have known better. He should have stayed the fuck away from Twitter. He got goaded into that, I think, and I think it screwed him. He took the bait.
Yeah.
And there's some people right now enjoying their wealth, but not happy with what it caused their employees. Oh, well, you shouldn't have made the deal then.
No, I agree. And you know, that's kind of where things are at. People have money. They think just because they have money and they run, like he runs Tesla, right? He owns Tesla. He runs Tesla. It's a car dealer. That's a car manufacturer. It's not a social media platform.
No.
There's a big difference.
Yeah, most definitely.
So I'm waiting to see how it plays out, although I'm kind of like giddy as to watch him just fall on his face.
You know, yeah. You know,
I don't.
It amazes me that somebody with that kind of wealth can still fail so catastrophically. You know.
Well, let's talk about one for a second. Didn't Donald Trump have some money at one point?
Some, maybe. I think people are going to be disappointed when they discover just how much wealth he really has.
Not much.
Yeah. Like if I get really lucky and win the lottery, I will definitely have a lot more money than him.
Rumor has it that he has maybe less than 100 million.
Yeah, I've heard the same. And think of how much money that's tied up. Not actually physical cash.
With the money he owes to China and Russia as well. Not Russia, the government, but he has deals
with them. Yeah. And plus Deutsche Bank. Yeah, he's got them for $459, I think. No, 420 something. That's right, because it was a weed number.
What makes someone with that kind of money get in that kind of debt?
Greed, arrogance, overconfidence.
Well, we seem to be on social media. That's what we're on. We're on YouTube. So let's talk about a social media mogul for a second.
Right.
Logan Paul.
Who's that?
He's one of the biggest YouTubers on the platform. He's got millions and millions of followers.
Cool.
He's a young guy. He's made a lot of mistakes. A lot of stuff has come out negative in the press in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever heard of the suicide forest in Asia?
The suicide what?
Forest. It's where people go to commit suicide.
Okay.
All right, and he went there on vacation to do a YouTube video, and it's not permitted to go in there. He actually went in there and videotaped a dead body. Him standing with it and so forth. And yeah, there was a lot of backlash for that.
Did for a short time, following?
For a short time.
What the fuck did he do that for? Dumbass.
It grew back. Just like when he was there, I believe there was he had gotten in trouble for stupid stuff, like he threw a fish at a taxi just for fun, and he got in trouble.
That's just stupid, though.
Yeah, but now he's a little bit more mature. he's grown up a little bit.
I hope a lot of it.
Well, yeah. And him and his brother have switched over to boxing and mixed martial arts. Stuff like that.
Okay. How could this accident have been prevented?
Okay, it says Logan Paul terrorizes locals with fish and some squid, slapping it on the window. Hold on. Slapping it on the window of a Starbucks before leaving it on the trunk of a taxi. He buys a Game Boy and smashes it on the street before taking it back to the shop owner and tries to return it using some stereotypical racist language. Mucho Brocano. And this is in Japan.
I don't know how the hell he can have a following after that. You know?
It says him and his friends were kicked out of Japan. They ran around Tokyo in traditional Japanese garments. Yeah. It was a mess. And he's been involved in a lot of those things. So now he's trying to rehab his image. And his brother is a boxer. I think his brother's like 6-0 or something. Logan Paul fought Floyd Mayweather. I guess they went the distance. I mean, that was long after Floyd Mayweather retired, but still, Mayweather was one of the premier boxers back in his day. So now he joined the WWE. Wrestling.
Right.
And he did a pay-per-view from Saudi Arabia Saturday against the world champion. And I'm going to tell you something. He's only been in the ring 3 times, okay, in wrestling.
Okay.
And he's the most naturally gifted rookie I've ever seen. I mean,
wow.
I couldn't. Everyone is abuzz about how good he was.
Yeah, but it's all acting anyway, isn't it? Is he just a good actor?
No, it's not acting. Only thing let me help you out because I know you're old and you're. It's not fake. It's just predetermined.
Yeah, it's fake then. If it's predetermined, it's not.
No,
real.
it's not. That's like all it is like throwing a fight. All it is like throwing a boxing match. You box the entire time. You don't fake box the entire time. You box the entire time except for the end. No, matter of fact, they outlawed that.
You know, they don't do the bam bam on the foot.
No, they outlawed that and the slapping of the leg.
I don't know.
Yeah, Vince McMahon like 2 years ago.
Nothing I need to. Not another hobby I need.
So what happened was he did pretty good in his match. I mean, his match was the main event. He did really good. He lost, which was normal. We figured because the champion's been the champion now for over 2 years, and nobody figured that somebody new was just going to come in and dethrone him. But while that was happening, he ended up getting injured, seriously injured. He tore his ACL, his LCL, and his meniscus.
Ouch.
Yeah, because it's fake.
Hey, you still gotta,
So yeah, he may be out of action for quite a long time. Which is a shame because he was other than a rapper named Bad Bunny, I've never seen someone take to the ring as quick and easy as he has.
That's cool.
And I've been watching wrestling all over since I was 6 years old.
Oh wow.
So for over 50 years. And I've never seen somebody come in and do what he did after only 3 matches.
That's cool.
So I may not like him as a person,
Right.
but I have respect for his natural ability.
You just find a better way to use it.
You know, yeah, I never thought I'd say this, but Logan Paul actually did something good for once.
Cool.
Excuse me 1 second.
Sweltering.
Yeah, so he apparently he was able to travel to Saudi Arabia, so that shit that he did in Japan didn't really affect him. But and his brother went, his brother Jake Paul, and their entourage, and yeah, it was the match of the night, if not the match of the year. And that says a lot for someone who's brand new to the business.
Yeah, but it's, I don't know. Should he have won then if he was that good?
No, I think I think they did the right thing by not letting him win, because that way he can get more seasoned, and then when he wins, it won't be considered a fluke.
Yeah, I don't know. That to me, that's where I separate, because I think with sports, that to me, that shouldn't even be a thing. You don't have it you shouldn't have it in any sport, really. Because then it's not right for the fans. To have a predetermined setup, how is that good for the fans?
Well, because even if it's predetermined, we don't know what the determination is until the end.
Yeah, but it's already picked. It's it's already laid out.
It is, but like I said, it's not predictable, because it gives
to the public. It's not predictable.
They even bet on it in Las Vegas. They have odds.
Well, yeah, because they make money doing it.
As to what the company's going to decide to do. Because
you make a bet on what the company decides to do, not the performer, not the athlete.
Right, you decide. Your bet is the company going to give the match to Roman Reigns? Or
yeah, but think about that. Say that out loud and think about that. You're betting on the company.
Right.
You're betting on one person to make a decision on the outcome of a sports event. So why even have the sports event? You could have a couple of crayons up there and just say that blue is going to win. What's the difference? The sporting then becomes irrelevant. It doesn't matter how good the person is. It doesn't matter how bad the person is, or any kind of technique or skill or anything else that they have, because it's predetermined. So that's just a show. That's a choreographed Broadway show that people are losing money on because it's predetermined.
I disagree.
You're entitled to that.
I disagree because of the fact that anything can happen in a match, and they can change the ending on the fly, which they have.
Well, okay, then that makes it even worse. There's no way to navigate, because somebody is always predetermining the outcome.
For instance,
outside of it is predetermining it.
For instance, there was a match with Chris Jericho, and he was supposed to lose the match. But the person he was wrestling against ended up getting severely injured in the match. They broke their leg.
Okay, so they did that to benefit themselves, not to benefit.
Wait. So instead of losing the match, he yelled at the referee, and he went down and he pinned the guy and yelled at the referee to count it, because this guy was in too much pain to finish the match. So he ended up calling it himself that he won the match, even though management told him he was supposed to lose.
Right, so he went off script. I wonder if did he get in trouble for that? Did he get fined for that? Was there any repercussion?
Not at all, because he did it for the safety of his coworker.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's shady. It's not. legit to me. It's not there's
You know,
no
just
predictable outcome.
Just like the other night, R-Truth was wrestling somebody in NXT, and they didn't even finish the match. He ended up messing up his leg, and he's been wrestling for 30 years.
Right, but aside from that, there's no outcome. You can't follow a person's skills to determine an outcome of the future like you do in sports. You can't judge that team because the dude in the box that owns the team, they're the ones that are determining the outcome, not the players on the field.
Well, the players on the field have an input.
Yeah, but it's like, okay,
especially now that
if everything's all drawn out, it's like playing that fucking electronic shake game. It's just that everything's on a track and it all goes a certain way. To me, that's not a sport. If it's all predetermined and the people are all going in a certain set path, that's a dance.
You talking about the old football game?
Yeah. Yeah, you remember that? I had a few of those.
Yeah.
Little magnetic game.
You just turn it on and it buzzes really loud.
Yeah, really loud. Oh yeah, man. Anyway, I get the sport. I've wrestled myself, but I don't know. It's not based on the sport. Period.
That's why a lot of Olympic and college wrestlers end up in professional wrestling.
Right, but they wrestled to get there. But when they're there, how they got there changes. Once they're into professional wrestling, what they did to get to professional wrestling is different now because they don't win the same way. They don't win.
No, they don't
because
win
they
the
just
same way, but the
ass.
matches. They don't win the same way, but the matches run pretty close to the same, and it gives
really
them an opportunity to showcase their skills.
True, but
to a larger
I wonder
audience.
what happened to the dude who hurt the champion who he was supposed to lose with. Something must have happened. Somebody talked to somebody. Somebody got yelled at. Somebody got their pee-pee slapped because they didn't get the desired outcome. Money got lost, and whoever bet on that lost. Because he threw the outcome.
Nothing happened to it.
Oh, okay, fine. Maybe nothing happened to him, but how many people lost a lot of money on that match? Because it was a set outcome. All you had to do is, hey, Joey, this is who's going to win this time. I don't know. To me, it's just another level of corruption, another way that CEOs and shareholders found their way into something and just ruin it for the common person who wants to participate. Wrestling is great. It's cool. I like all the show. But when the match itself isn't allowed to unfold the way it should, to me, you ruin the sport. It's not a sport anymore. It's a choreographed dance.
There's a lot of people that disagree with you because WrestleMania pulls in 70,000 people a year.
Right, but it's still all fake. You can pull in everyone on the planet, but it's still fake.
If it's all, do you not think that the fans know that it's predetermined?
No, because you're telling me it's not. You're telling me it doesn't matter if it's predetermined. So that's okay for you. But that, to me, I mean, for me personally, I'm only talking for myself. It just doesn't make sense to root for something you have, that what's happening on that screen is already determined. It's not based on somebody having a good season. It's not based on somebody having a bad season. It's based on someone else saying, this is how you're going to play this match, and this is who's going to win before the game happens. That's what they're telling these two dudes that are going in to fight.
Right, and they're going to say, listen, this is who's going to win, this is who's going to lose.
I know. So
right?
give a
you
good
guys
show.
Got that? Now go
sure
in there and
wins.
play the game the way you always play it until the very end.
Right, and then he wins.
Yeah.
It's not
like you're getting a fake match.
Sure you are.
No, you're not. You're getting
yes,
a
you
full
are
match.
because the outcome is fixed. That's why you're getting a fake match. I don't really care if he hits him in the head with a friggin' iron. It doesn't matter if the person's not going to win. So you hit him with a chair. That's illegal. It's not in the rules. Why does it even exist? Why do you do that? That's not wrestling. That's hitting somebody in the fucking head with a chair.
Right.
That's just stupid to me. That's not wrestling. That's hitting someone in the head with a chair. Wrestle. If you have an issue, do it in the ring.
So you,
But like I said,
so
it's just predetermined too much. I gave up on wrestling a long time ago when they started the video games and blah blah blah. It was another way to make money, sucking the money out of somebody who can't afford it in the first place.
if they can't afford it, they wouldn't be there. Those
Sure
tickets are
they
expensive.
do. Oh man, I know people who
I don't
friggin'.
go.
I'm sorry, son. You can't have birthday this year because I got to go to the monster truck show or whatever. Let's go see wrestling. You know, wrestling, monster trucks, and well, I don't know. There's one more thing that's kind of big. That's like that. Those predetermined
NASCAR?
things. Yeah, NASCAR is just around. A lot of people make it a left. Yeah, that's kind of boring to me too.
They just
I'd
ride
rather
around
be in
a
the car.
circle for like
Yeah, I
10
know.
hours.
Making lefts. You know, put your turn signal on.
There was a NASCAR event once a year where they used to have to go like in the dark or backwards.
Oh shit! Now that's a challenge.
I watched that. That was fun.
Hell yeah, I would. I like rally racing. Same for motorcycles. The TT. Now that's some racing right there, boy. You gotta have skill or you're done. You know, you can't mess up. And that's with a navigator and for rallies.
You know, I had 3 topics for today, and I forgot the third one. Yeah, I did. Something that happened over the weekend.
Whoopsies.
But from what I hear,
Uh-oh.
Don Jr. is in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I've been seeing his.
His name pops up quite a bit now.
Yeah, I just have a hard time clicking on stuff with his rat voice.
Oh. Okay. Well, let's talk about this for a minute. Elections are coming up tomorrow.
Hurdy voody.
I'm nervous.
About?
Well, I know a lot of people are going to get out and vote. I just wonder if it's going to be enough.
I don't know. I've been hearing the ups and downs, but today the Blues seem to be pulling ahead. I don't know. I won't believe anything really until the last count is tallied.
Now, are we going to see when the last count is tallied that the Republicans are all going to scream that it was
Yep.
fraudulent?
If they lose, they sure are. Carrie Lake has already said that. Yeah, something I saw her. She made the fucking news today. Somebody, I guess, sent her a letter with a white powdery substance in it.
Hopefully,
don't
it was
need no
cornstarch
cocaine.
to dry her tears.
I know, right? But I just cannot believe the few people like Oz and Herschel and Lake that are actually putting up a good fight, and that's scary.
That's what I'm worried about.
I mean, I don't care how crazy you are, I don't care what you think of anything. But come on, aren't you mad that this is the best that they got to put up for you to fucking vote for? I'd be mad if Herschel was the best that they had to put up for me in freaking and Georgia. Someone they actually had to bring back from Texas because he didn't live in Georgia no more. And he's barely a puppet. He's a suit
He's barely
with
a
a head
human.
in it. Huh?
He's barely a human.
I know, he's a freaking suit with a head in it. That's it. That makes noise and opens his mouth and shit comes out of it. That's it. And he walks. But come on, man, a freaking anyone would be better than him. I mean,
I want to see.
wow.
I want to see Obama take up his challenge. Herschel Walker challenged Obama
Oh yeah, to
compare resumes.
to compare freaking brain pants. Yeah.
And it's like, really, dude?
Yeah, I sent you what no, maybe I didn't, but Colbert had a good rebuttal to that. That was awesome. About let's compare, our brain pans and see who's what. I listed out all this for Obama. You know.
I think Colbert is going live after the election on Tuesday.
No, election day. He'll be live election day.
Isn't that Tuesday?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's live.
He's going live on Tuesday after the election. And I hope he's got good news for us.
He's going to be live during the election, not just after.
No, I think it's after. That's why he's actually going on at 11. Okay. Instead of taping it at 6. All right. Instead of taping it at 6, he's going on at 11.
Good. That's cool.
Live.
Which I think is awesome. News. Yeah, he's been doing it for the past couple elections. Yeah.
Now, I understand Trevor Noah is leaving The Daily Show.
Yeah, he wants to do more stand-up.
Is there any chance they could bring, Jon Stewart back?
I don't know. He's got his own thing going on. I wonder.
I mean, he's got his podcast and everything.
Yeah, I've caught a few episodes of his podcast, not the full, but the little clips. And I'm liking what I'm seeing. I like seeing his passion. I'm glad it makes him pissed. Scott.
Well, I guess the question is, do people care about the abortion issue enough to keep it blue?
I just wish that's not the only thing they ran with. There's other things that we could have added into that to help people push it over.
Well, it's not that the Democrats are not running other things, it's that the Republicans are only running that thing. And really, I mean that and book burning.
They're running on impeachments and investigations and stuff like that.
Those aren't policies.
No, they're not. They don't know how to legislate. They don't know how to legislate. That's why they didn't really do much of that with Trump. They got a lot of judges in and stuff like that, but they didn't legislate.
If you ever look at or listen to the Republican campaigns or the Democratic campaigns, they all have policy issues that they talk about. Talk about, global warming, and they talk about, the Green New Deal, and they talk about infrastructure, and they talk about,
Dems, right?
Social Security.
Republicans.
But then the Republicans don't talk about shit.
No, they're like, that's all a hoax. It's fake news. It's yada yada.
In infrastructure and marital rights and all that, the Democrats cover it all. The Republicans side skirt it and say, "Oh yeah, see how bad they want you to kill babies."
Oh yeah, no, they want to. Yeah, you got kids in litter boxes in school. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? Are you? Could you imagine one kid? It's discovered that a kid is using a fucking litter box. The pictures would be all over the internet. That school would be closed. People would be in jail. It's the most absurd thing I think I've ever heard. And they still push it. How the fuck do people believe this shit? How do you believe it?
They say because kids identify as pets.
I know, cats. Like, furries.
Stop.
I know. Really. And people, they entertain it. They keep going. It makes no sense to me, man.
No, I hear you.
Just no.
I hear you. It doesn't do them any good to look so stupid, but yet for some reason it is. For some reason they're still holding ground.
And it's dangerous. It's very dangerous. What they're doing, what they've been, I can't even believe it. They've been allowed to flat out lie unchecked for decades. And we should have put something, we've never had enough control to be able to make laws to check this sort of thing. We need to find a way to make it happen. And stop gerrymandering.
That's what's happening now. And if we don't make some serious waves on Tuesday,
huge blue tsunami waves, we have to win with enormous numbers. So please vote. If you can hear this, vote.
I've already voted early.
Cool. Excuse me.
You know, and I've encouraged everyone I know to vote. So hopefully, and
I know a few
don't,
younger people that just they've given up. You know, they just don't participate, and that's a problem because this is their future that they need to
Right.
fight for. Because if they don't start fighting for it soon, if it's not too late, it's going to be.
right,
You know.
right. Well, Matt, looks like the bottom of your cup. 'Cause I know it's the bottom
getting there.
of mine.
Listen,
So-
I like my cup.
At this point, I would like to say good day, sir. And
Me too.
please vote. I don't care if you vote Republican or Democrat, but just put your
Do it.
voice
Yep.
out there.
Yep.
Because when things happen and you don't vote, you don't have the right to sit around and go, I don't like what's happening.
That's
Because
your
you
voice.
didn't contribute to stopping it.
It's your civic duty. Everyone's. Yeah,
So
man.
with that, I'd like to say good night, everyone. Good night,
Cheers.
good day, good morning. God bless.